YouTube. This is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of today, we are going over to Ukraine, and Wellboy has just released his latest single, and I believe it's called Styles. Now, just before I press the play button, there's a couple of things in his description page that I like to read out to yourself. So it says, in this difficult time in Ukraine, we want to support every Ukrainian, encourage and remind that life goes on. You have to find the strength to work, sing, love and dance, to do what depends on us. There is nothing to be happy about. 100 reasons, but at the same time, we have thousands of reasons for joy, smiles. We Ukrainians are an indomitable people. So let us help each other, not lose heart. This war will definitely end with our victory. Glory to Ukraine. So that's what Wellboy's put at the beginning, the first part of. If you go into the description page, you can easily highlight it and then go into Google Translate and translate it. And I'm speaking to all my non-Ukrainians. So in going down towards the bottom, he's got his lyrical contents in there. So I'm going to read a little bit out, then we're going to go straight into his latest track. And it says, and my love in you does not close. And these are my feelings. This chair chose me. Like self-winding paper, we stick together. We are in the back of an economy taxi textiles. Wow, maybe one more. Wow, you and me. So you, me, and well. You know sometimes it doesn't translate properly, don't you? Right, so we're on that same page, aren't we? Yeah, okay, good. Wow, I'm drowning in you. You're like sugar in tea. So speak when to the bottom. See, that don't make sense. So speak to when to the bottom. See? So that's Google Translate. The sun disappeared in the night. 100 reasons. How can we rest for them? Unknown. Autumn, wind and range. We are strangers, but two souls warmed accidentally. There's nothing to be happy about. 100 reasons how we can rest from the unknown. Autumn, wind and range. We are strangers, but two souls warmed accidentally. So that is just like the first part. I believe that is the first verse and the chorus. Now, Wellboy always tells a lovely story in his music contents. So I'm relaxed about the storyline. I'm relaxed about everything actually, because it's always kind of like he's always sending out some kind of positive message, Wellboy. Whether it be about, the cherry or the goose, there's always somewhat a positive, upbeat message about it. So that's what I'm expecting within this. Yes, it's a boy meets girl, girl meets boy, and he's explaining his love for her, it looks like, or just started to go, or in the middle of the relationship. But it's in the middle of a relationship where he's saying there's going to be many people bonding even more than they did before the unfortunate incidents. So, and like I said, life does go on, and we have to persevere through these trials and tribulations of what we've known as life. I was watching a guru the other day, and I was going to put it up on my community page, but it was just like, well, it's just one opinion of somebody that doesn't live in Ukraine, so what does he know? Even though he is a guru, and it's like every kind of professor and scientist and all these kind of people who are non-Ukrainian have their opinion on Ukrainian, like it's some kind of facts rather than actually speaking to Ukrainian. I think that's kind of like the double standards. And like I said, I'm a simple person. If I want to know about about trees, I'm going to speak to somebody, a tree surgery. If I want to know about the body, I'm going to speak to a doctor. If I want to know about Ukraine, I'm going to speak to a Ukrainian. It's simple as that. Why am I going to speak to or listen to some kind of professor or whatever, his opinion on Ukrainian? He's Ukrainian and he is not even Ukrainian. It doesn't make sense, If you go, it's like it's like being a fisherman and you go out to sea and you fish for a chicken. It doesn't make sense, you know? Right. So there's my little blabbering on. I'm going to go straight into this. So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music, as well as your support. Can you dig it? Looks completely different with his glasses on, doesn't he?
А любов моя в тобі не змикається. І це моє почуття, мене обрав цей стиль. Як самокруточки папір, ми злипаємося. Ми на задньому в таксі, економ текстиль.
I like the Ukrainian flag on the car.
Ти мені
Dipping
я в тобі тону. Ти як сахар в чаї, так сказать, пішла ко дну. Сонце зникло уночі, суму 100 причин. Я від них там відпочинь, навіть тому. Осінь, вітер і дощі.
Do you know what I need this kind of music from the camera right now? I really do.
Веселитись нема чим, суму 100 причин. Я від них там
Well, I think every Ukrainian does as well.
Осінь, вітер і дощі, ми були чужі.
Kinda like take a breather. In the
На
car.
твоїх щічках
Oh, you
ямочка,
can't. Sorry.
посміхаєшся. Ти корінна кияночка, я закохаюся. Ми до тебе на поту, ніч не спинить нас. Я лишаюся у тебе, комендантський час. Комендантський час. Не розлучить нас.
I like it. It's like almost like young love.
Ти як сахар в чаї, так сказать, пішла ко дну. Сонце зникло уночі, суму 100 причин. Я від них там відпочинь, навіть тому.
This is beautiful. This is your model.
Вітер і дощі, ми були чужі. Та зігрілись дві душі випадково. Веселитись нема чим, суму 100 причин. Я від них там відпочинь, навіть тому.
So where's that then?
Осінь, вітер і дощі, ми були чужі. Та зігрілись дві душі випадково.
Oh, he is floating. Oh, on the trampoline.
Веселитись нема чим, суму 100 причин. Я від них там відпочинь, навіть тому.
He does completely different with his glasses on,
Ми
man.
були чужі. Та зігрілись дві душі випадково.
That cannot be the bridge. Surely. That is the bridge, isn't it? So that was Wellboy with Styles, and the second part of the lyrical contents with I translated it from Google Translate, so we know where we are with that. And it says, "There's a dimple on your cheek. You smile. You are a native Kayate. Kiev. Is it Kivite? Let me know about that. I'm not too sure. I'm falling in love now. We are coming to you, Pudo. The night won't stop us. I'll stay with you, curfew, woo-ha, curfew. You won't separate us while I'm drowning in you. You are like sugar in tea, so to speak, when to the bottom. See, it does not make sense. I'm going to try and make sense of this. The sun disappears in the night, okay? 100 reasons. How can we rest from them? I get that. Brilliant. Unknown, autumn wind and range. But we're strangers. No, we were strangers. But two souls warmed accidentally. I've got all that. Brilliant. Thank you, Google Translate. Nothing to do with Wellboy. It's Google Translate. Let's get that straight. There's nothing to be happy about. 100 reasons. How from them to us take a rest unknown. Google Translate. Autumn wind and rains. We were strangers, but two souls warmed accidentally. I get that. Brilliant. So I believe that that's the chorus part. There's nothing to be happy about, 100 reasons. How can we rest from them unknown? Autumn, wind and range. We were strangers, but two souls warm accidentally. I love that part. And that actually makes sense in every kind of beginning of a relationship, even though the middle of the relationship. And you can see that it transposed onto the visuals. It was just like a honeymoon period. And if you don't know what a honeymoon period, over here, that's what we call it, honeymoon period, is when two people get together for the first time and they realize, okay, this is something really nice. We start a relationship. For the first 3 months of that new relationship, we call that the honeymoon period. That's where everything is just beautiful and lovely, and you're still living in, la la land. That everything around you it doesn't matter, and what is around you is what's inside that. That realm is all that matters. You're the king of the castle, and you're the queen of my heart, and everything. It's just all like that. And then after 3 months or 4 months down the line, you might have your first argument and all those kind of things, sort of like, okay. But yeah, so the first 3 months of your relationship, we over here in the UK call it the honeymoon period. So just a little small little information for yourself. Once again, Wellboy did not disappoint me. But very surprisingly, he looked completely different with his glasses on, which is really nice. I like that. I want to know whereabouts in Ukraine is that music video being filmed as well. Maria looks, and I hope it's Maria, because I've been saying the name and I've only said it once, so apologies if I've got your name wrong. But she played a lovely part in that. I'm not too sure if Wellboy's got a girlfriend or not a girlfriend, but if I had a girlfriend, I will be putting her in it instead of her in it. I don't want to get myself in trouble. But who am I to say anything regarding that? But yeah, I feel that this song is a breakaway from what's happening at the moment. And sometimes there's no space to take a breather or in anything. And we have to force that upon ourselves to create that space, even though what's around oneself is absolutely hectic. We have to try our best to create that space of trying to have that kind of normality in some ways. I feel that this song represents normality. Throughout that chaos, we've got to have some, even if we're trying to find it in our mind or in 5 seconds or 4 seconds or whatever, we have to somehow feel that we are, I don't know, I want to say normal, but that's not the word. But we are, I'm going to leave it as that. Sometimes we have to feel that we are. And I feel that this song certainly represents that. And I'm glad that he has actually done that. I really am. Where he can easily gone a different route and express himself, how he feels about what's going on. And he has every right to do so. So having the option to either do this or to do that, it gives me a different dimension about him. It really does. And I like that dimension that he's shown. I really do. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom!